fact that we are here tonight to celebrate this milestone is a miracle. Because you survived one of the most destructive wildfires in our nation's history. It left us a different people. You are the first generation of Paradise High School graduates to rise from the ashes of what life was and take a bold step forward into a new and uncertain future. But with what you've been through, you have what it takes to persevere. Congratulations and good luck.
That was a clip from a new National Geographic documentary, Rebuilding Paradise. The town of Paradise is on the road to recovery. 2 years after a devastating firestorm engulfed the region, the fire killed 85 people, displaced tens of thousands, and destroyed 95% local structures, marking the deadliest U.S. fire in 100 years and the worst ever in California's history. Still, more work needs to be done, with only a fraction of the homes having been rebuilt since the destructive blaze. Joining us now is the film's creator, Oscar award-winning director Ron Howard. And Ron, it's great to have you back on the show. I know one of the key issues for a director and a producer, of course, is the arc of a story. And for you here, it's the story of a community.
Well, absolutely. And of course, I've begun delving into documentaries. I've always done a lot of films based on real events and found that fascinating. I am really enjoying and getting a lot out of making documentaries. But this is the first one, a verite documentary, where I really didn't know what the outcome would be. Really, it's not a polemic. We didn't go in with an agenda. It was really, let's observe this town and understand. I knew the town. My mother-in-law lived the last 4 or 5 years of her life in Paradise, so I knew it was a beautiful community, and that was the question. It was a question. Rebuilding Paradise. Well, the people that we followed and the citizens actually proved that we could take away that question mark, because it's ultimately it's quite remarkable what they've done. But what they had to go through to get there is something I learned a lot, and I hope people enjoy and can get something out of it as well.
And they go through it all as the world moves on, and they're literally in the rubble. Here's another clip from the National Geographic documentary, Rebuilding Paradise.
Awesome, man. Awesome. That's it. Yeah.
That's it, buddy.
We're on now. This is the beginning.
Excited.
Yeah. He's finally caught up with me. Wow. Yeah, it's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Very big.
New beginning. Oh, wow. I didn't know I had all that going on.
Funny how it catches you, huh?
Yeah, well. Far out.
It's so hard for us to imagine, growing up on the Gulf Coast, I've seen people crawling in the sand looking for wedding pictures or lockets or something. But this was, it seems even more destructive. Yeah. It wiped absolutely everything out. Mika was talking about the arc, but you talk about the arc of tragedy and resilience and community. And my God, that must have been, since this community meant something to you, and you were looking at the news as it was happening and horrified, that really, it had to be special for you.
Well, it was ultimately special, but it was devastating when I first got there. It's one thing to see the pictures, and it's another thing to stand there to witness people, Joe, as you were describing, going through what's now the rubble of their lives. And it also very much our film follows the cycles of grief. You know, there are graphs of this sort of thing and how human beings try to cope with these things. And it wound up being very much the structure of our film.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.